Good afternoon, good morning, everybody who's in America. Good morning to Robert DeMaine, Principal Cello of the LA Philharmonic, who's joining us today. Nice and early for him and a little bit late for us on a Saturday night. So he's going to be having 5 students from Hampshire County Youth Orchestra playing for him today, 5 fantastic cellists who've been brought to us by the wonderful Carl Clausen, who's the conductor of HCYO, as I've now learnt to call it. Is that how it's known locally, Carl?
Yes, that's it. Yeah.
Fantastic. And this has all been put together thanks to the lovely Ashani Bruler, who's over in New York. So it's not quite so early for her, but still early enough that we're glad she's joined us. Thank you, Ashani.
Thank you, everybody. Thank you, everybody. Thank you, Bob. Thank you, Nicole. Thank you, students. Carl, everybody. Thank you.
Fantastic. So we're going to have 5 students playing for us today. Now, at the end of that, which will they'll have about half an hour each. So at the end of that, at about 7:30 British time, in about 2.5 hours, we'll then have a question and answer session. And this is your moment to ask Bob any questions you like, preferably about the cello or music. You know, hey, he likes British comedy, so you feel free to ask those too. So you put those.
Yeah, I know.
So you put those questions in the Q&A box at the bottom of your screens. So there's a chat window where you can chat to people, that's fine. But if you have a question for Bob, please put it in the Q&A box at the bottom there.
Show me how you hold your bow. I'm especially interested in your thumb. Can you flip it over?
Yeah. So shall I do this? Shall I?
Can you bring it closer to the camera? That's good. Do you find that your thumb often slips through the a little bit? Okay. What I think is happening in your bow arm. I find that your hand is a little bit inflexible, and it should be flexible, because you've got a lot of flex in your fingers that you're not able to use, because this is happening. When you bend the thumb this way, this muscle tightens up, and then to compensate, you have to actually grip the bow with the heel of the hand, which you're doing. Do you feel that way? Do you get tired often with that?
Yeah.
Okay, so like a hawk, you have to watch your thumb and make sure that it's just that little corner. If you imagine it's square, it's that inside corner of the tip of the thumb, and that acts as your sort of fulcrum for your bow hand. Okay. Listen, Thomas. No. Get rid of that. It's like, why? You know, there's a dot on it too, so you could, or if your disposition is already down, but you could make any permutation work. One of my teachers, Luis Garcia Renart, used to say, you have a little trash can here, and you play. No, I don't like that. Throw that out. Oh, keep this one, and it's a nice thought. But I think any of these slides, you have to be much more discerning. Okay, and I would try. What about trying it in one bow? As written. And these, I think, should be less but maybe more portato. These composers like Schubert, Schumann, all the way through Brahms, when they wanted portato, think vocal versus that's very instrumental. You know, it's like I'd like to think more vocally here. Can you try once the opening with the indicated bowing? Good. Okay. Now the beginning again. Try it with flatten the bow hair out, and let's see what happens if you move your body to the left as you move the bow to the right. So watch. So my body and the cello are actually doing some of the bow stroke for me. If I just move my body, I'm not moving my right arm at all. The cello is doing this counter pressure. So my right arm is stationary. If you use both, Shazam, the result, you have an endless bow. Try it. Good. You have a very interesting bow grip. Show me that. Tell me about that.
Yeah.
So your first finger is actually you're at the second joint, and that's draping over that way. And bring it closer to the camera. May I see that? Yeah, interesting. So what happens when you get out to the middle of the bow? So you have no trouble with extending your forearm then. You're okay with that. That's great. And of course I have the obligatory question. Where's your thumb in this picture? Great. You have a kind of an idiosyncratic bow hold, but it works for you. I think it's good. Can you play with right now? I feel like it's a little bit like there's not enough purpose in it. Like each note, like I said before, each note calves or births the next one. You have to make it more inevitable. I know there's no hairpin, but come on. I would actually play the. But to speed the vibrato up just a little bit and make it more narrow. Don't make it wider. Can you show me your vibrato on F natural?
Yeah, just with a note. What thing?
Can you do about a third of that motion and just play softly? Now can you narrow it even more? It feels like you're barely doing anything, right?
Yeah.
You know, it's so beautiful. It's really focused when it's like that. And